The NBA has had expansion on its mind for a while now, and I think it's pretty consensus that soon enough there will be at least 2 more teams joining the fray. But which city will be home to the newest NBA team? Is it going to be Las Vegas like Vegas odds project? Is it going to be Seattle, maybe a team overseas? In this video, we are going to be doing the hardest rebuild challenge yet, rebuilding the new St. Louis Spirits. And if you guys enjoy these Hoopland rebuilds, be sure to leave a like and go to my Hoopland playlist where you can watch all my rebuilds I have on my channel. First order of business, considering the fact that we have no team yet, we have to obviously get into the expansion draft. Now, we have joined into the Central Division. No one really super good besides Cleveland, maybe Milwaukee. The Pacers are on the rise, but this is a division that I think we can actually take control of in the next couple years. First is going to start with the expansion draft, and we have the first overall pick. You'll notice all the red for the different stars. There is now regression in Hoopland, which is an awesome feature that's been added based on age. Now, again, some players play into their, mid to late 30s. You see someone like Mike Conley at 37. He is very basically useless at this point. 37-year-old, that's no spring chicken. I think we're going to start this draft off based on who's available with 27-year-old Robert Williams from Portland. That's going to be the first overall pick for the St. Louis Spirit. Reed Shepherd, Taylor Hendricks. I don't think rookies should be available in expansion drafts if that's how it is in real life. But if we sort by rookies, Tijan Salan is here. He has a super high upside. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and go with TJ McConnell. He's going to be leading our team, and hopefully he can lead us to a top pick. Then we'll go ahead and also sign Jayshawn Tate from the Houston Rockets. Marvin Bagley goes off the board. Bronny James gets stolen away from the Lakers, and now we've got another chance to make a selection here. I'm going to probably just go with Alex Caruso since he's still on the board, and we have another pick back-to-back. It's going to be probably snagging Matisse Thybulle. He's got a little bit more potential still, defensive-oriented. We'll go ahead and take a shot on Ryan Dunn, a very good perimeter-centric forward, one of the best point of attack defenders in the draft. Corey Kispert, going to be a nice shooter off the bench for us. Could probably actually start, where our team is not very good. And then we have the last pick in the draft. We will go ahead and take Jaden Hardy from the Dallas Mavericks. That is the team. I actually don't mind what the team really is looking like so far. Obviously, the team's not good. It's completely mid with just 3.5-star players across the board, which 3.5-star for me is somebody that I see as just a solid role player. But we do have some XP that's just kind of being sat on. All right, the lineup is set for year number 1. TJ McConnell, Alex Caruso, Jayshawn Tate. I'm going to start Ryan Dunn at the 4, and then Robert Williams getting the most minutes on the team. And then Corey Kispert, Jaden Hardy, Matisse Thybulle, Ousmane Dieng, and Adem Bona. So that is what we're going to be rocking with. It's going to be a 10-man rotation. Kyle Anderson and Mo Wagner will not be playing for us. Says we have the number 1 defense. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Also, who is our head coach? We have Terrence Fisher, 3-star balance. I don't really know if he's going to stick around too long, honestly. I really want to see what this Mexico City team looks like. Bronny, Reed Shepherd, Zaire Williams, Taylor Hendricks, Marvin Bagley. They do have some good upside with Reed Shepherd somehow being available. Kind of annoying. They just basically have a team of rookies at this point. They've got like 5 or 6 rookies on the team. Tijan Salan as well. I'm going to go ahead and throw Kyle Anderson and Mo Wagner on the trade block just because we're not playing them at all. And so having them on the team, off the team, it really doesn't matter. I didn't turn injuries off since that's not really a thing you can do, but I did turn the injury slider all the way down to -5. So we shouldn't really have any interruptions as far as injuries go. Hopefully just interruptions for potential trades. Well, just like I said, fucking Alex Caruso is already injured. How was that even possible? I turned the injury slider all the way down. We did get this offer for Andrew Nembhard, Mo Wagner for Andrew Nembhard, straight up. 4 years, 20 mil. I do want to take this deal because I just think Andrew Nembhard has a good overall upside. And again, Mo Wagner's not even playing. So we're going to go ahead and make that trade. We've got a couple nagging injuries, it looks like. All right, year 1 is wrapping up. We are 28-59. So really terrible. And that's actually perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. Somehow the Clippers were 1 game worse than us. James Harden has regressed into oblivion. PJ Tucker barely holding on to 1 star, and Kawhi Leonard out for 40 games. That makes sense how that team was worse. Mexico City, 2 games better than us. Tyus Jones, Reed Shepherd developing pretty well. All defensive first team is as seen. Anthony Davis makes all NBA first team as well. Clutch player of the year goes to Jason Tatum. Trae Young leads the league in assists. Scoring champion goes to Jalen Brunson. Most improved, Mikal Bridges. Derek White, 6th man of the year. Ron Holland averages almost 20 points per game. DPOY, Anthony Davis, and Jason Tatum finally secures MVP. So who's going to win the championship in 2025? You've heard it here first, folks. It's going to be Probably Boston, honestly. Their team is so fucking good. It's Denver! Let's go! Although Jason Tatum won Finals MVP. Denver, thank God. Making me feel so proud to be a Nuggets fan. Christian Brown, 7 points in that closeout game. Now, before we get on to year number 2, I'm going to do 1 or 2 main things. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the training facilities to world class. I don't plan on bringing in too much talent in this offseason. Here are the overall stats, everything that I'm using as far as my sliders, a little bit of an iteration of what I've seen in my Discord. Game style, everything is just set to 50 for the actual gameplay. And then I do actually want to figure out if I can do the math to make it 82 games. It looks like it's just -1 per division. So that's perfect. St. Louis Spirits, year number 2. We have 83 mil in cap room. We have the second best odds by 0.1% to get the number 1 overall pick. This is the Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper draft class. We need a top 2 pick, preferably number 1 overall. Phoenix already making a jump, as well as Chicago. So if we get fucked over, I'm going to be livid. Los Angeles as well. Mexico City falls out. Okay, this is good. This is good for us. So, okay, we pick at 4. Okay, is that really good? I don't know. Phoenix jumps all the way from 10 to 1. So Cooper Flag is going to go to Phoenix, going to head out west. Ace Bailey goes to the Bulls. Dylan Harper goes to the Lakers. That means Kaman Maluwak is probably our best player, or VJ Edgecombe. I like the idea of adding VJ Edgecombe to the team. Someone that could be a true number 1 scorer for us. And he could play the 1, 2, or the 3. We'll go ahead and take Trevon Brazile out of Arkansas. We have a lot of flexibility, just bringing in a lot of 1-year contracts. Alex Caruso wants a lot. Corey Kispert doesn't want that much. 11 mil over 4 could be nice. I think that's just going to be what we do. Going to have some solid scoring off the bench. Jayshawn Tate wants a little too much. Jaden Hardy doesn't want a lot, so we'll offer him that contract. TJ McConnell, buddy, you're getting old. You got to realize, what you really are and look yourself in the mirror. We have 12 players on the roster. Who is available in free agency? Alperen Sengun looks like the best option. He's getting a number of offers, as well as Jamal Murray. They win a championship. They win 2 out of the last 3, and they say, you know what? Time to break up the band. You know what? Since this is an option too, Terrence Fisher, you can go fucking kick rocks. We're going to fire you. We're going to bring somebody else in. We're either going to bring in a fired head coach, which there is not a single one. We're going to hire somebody. We're going to hire somebody that is retired because I want to, because that's a feature. Chris Paul, PJ Tucker, Al Horford. Would any of these guys be potential head coaches? Tough to say, truly. Gordon Hayward's somebody that I think would be really fun to bring in. He just announced his retirement. If JJ Redick can do it, Gordon can do it too. Are you kidding me? You're going to play hardball with me? Okay, 12 mil over 3. How's that look? Gordon Hayward's our new head coach. What do we think about that? Gordon Hayward, more proven than Terrence Fisher, because Terrence Fisher is useless. I did not make that hire. I did not make that call, okay? We need to also make sure we don't spend too much of our cap room, because we're going to need to keep it open for next year. I think the only thing I'm going to do for the sake of, having somebody who can develop is I will offer a contract on Lauri Markkanen. Clearly, he doesn't give a shit about market, and he wants to play for a contender, yes. So we're going to go ahead and go 26 mil over 4, team option on the end. If we bring him in, so be it. If we don't, whatever, Hopefully, we can at least bring our guys back, and Lauri Markkanen rejects. He's going to Houston, but we do get Corey Kispert and Jaden Hardy. Okay, so let's go look at the next batch of players. Jalen Suggs always just seems like a good option. So we'll go ahead and give him 15 mil over 4, throw a team option on there. He is going to be coming to St. Louis. And you know what? We didn't really brush up on the stats much, but I don't really think it's important. Clearly, this team was one of the worst teams. We fulfilled our job of getting a top pick. Could have been a better pick, but we're going to take what we got. All right, here are the minutes for year number 2. Jalen Suggs, Andrew Nembhard, VJ Edgecombe, Ryan Dunn, and Robert Williams. Corey Kispert, Ousmane Dieng, Adem Bona, Jaden Hardy, Kyle Anderson. Now, is this team going to be good? Probably not. More than likely not, and I hope we're not. All this season really is can VJ Edgecombe prove that he is a number 1 scorer? Can he prove that he is the man? That's all we really care about. Development for him, that's it. We have the projected worst offense in the NBA, and we don't care. We don't care. All right, year number 2 in the books. We finished 38 and 44. That is better than I wanted to be, honestly. So we're going to go ahead and simulate through the playoffs. We will not be a part of them for the second straight year of our existence. And your finals is going to be won by the OKC Thunder. SGA wins finals MVP against the 2-seed 76ers. And Detroit finished 58 and 24. They finished number 1 in the entire NBA. Their team is just developing very well. They got a good very solid bench. And Jaden Ivey scoring 24 points per game. Cade scoring 30. Is this postseason or is this actual season stats? It looks like it is. Cade drops almost 32 points per game. And Asar Thompson, 20 points, developing very nicely on the offensive end. And then we're also going to import just a random generated draft class. It's time to move on to the draft lottery. We have the 10th best odds. Now, we've seen this happen before. Can we get lucky? Come on, do it for me, please. Okay, never mind. We're picking at 10. We'll go ahead and take Stuart Glenn, number 1. He's a 3.5-star potential. Then we pick at 42. All right, free agency. Now we know we only have a couple expiring contracts on the books. It's going to be Robert Williams, if I do remember, yep, and Ousmane Dieng. So Robert Williams wants a lot of money. We have money. Salary cap did go up a little bit. Ousmane Dieng going to get a nice 3-year deal from us. Former MVP Joel Embiid getting a few offers. Paolo Banchero getting a ton of offers. Chet Holmgren, Jaylen Brown. But it looks like Luka Doncic might also be on the move. Could we see that being the case in real life? How much money can we offer? We can only offer him 29 mil. We don't really fit his criteria. Paolo Banchero is somebody that we could bring in who would be an amazing addition. We're going to give him basically all we possibly can. 4 years, 19 mil with a player option. We can overbid than other teams, not by much. Chet Holmgren, we will also just give a giant offer to. 4 years, 19 mil. Simulate to day 2. Can we get Paolo Banchero to join the oh my God, Luka went to the Cavs. The St. Louis Spirits. Please, show me something good. Oh my God, Paolo Banchero and Cam Whitmore have all joined the fray. They have all joined the St. Louis Spirits, and we actually have real NBA talent on this team. Gonna go ahead and get through the progression for our players, and we will look at the lineup for year number 3. I think this team should easily make the playoffs. And this is gonna be the lineup that we rock with. I'm gonna save it as default. Paolo Banchero, lead the way, please. And Cam Whitmore is gonna have a chance to also have a nice breakout season here in St. Louis. First game against the Wizards, who have Chet Holmgren, Alex Sarr, Bub Carrington, Steph Curry off their bench, if I do remember correctly. He's barely even playing. He is regressing insane amount. Game number 1, and we win! We win our first game of the season in year number 3. So that is beautiful stuff. We will go ahead and simulate. Oh, Paolo Banchero dunking it. But I want to at least see a positive record. Show us like 28 and 25. Something good. And Paolo Banchero's injured. What is it? Please be day-to-day. He's got a concussion. He's fine. He doesn't need to remember his grandkid's name. Let's go. It doesn't matter if you got a concussion. We finished 42 and 40, and we are definitely going to have some sort of plan. We are at the 10th seed. So the East actually pretty stacked overall. We've played Atlanta multiple times, and it looks like we've managed to hold our own. We are 2-2 on the season series, and Paolo Banchero is out for 21 games. So it looks like this game is an absolute wash. Shouldn't matter. We should not win it, and we do. Oh, man, I knew that head injury was just fractured head. Yep. Had a feeling the concussion was going to come back to bite him, and it does. Try our best to beat the Wizards. We played them in the first game. We were able to beat them. And we do as well. We're moving on to the playoffs without our best player by far. Joel Embiid's on the Mavericks. That's pretty gross. Ron Holland gets a defensive first team along with Asar Thompson. So it looks like what the fuck is going on in Philly? What is going on? Asar wins DPOY and MVP goes to Ant. Philly, what the fuck are we doing? Do we not believe in the second apron? But we take on Boston in round 1. We have beaten them. We've gone 2-2 on the series so far throughout the season. I love this new feature they've added. We can see those matchups. We've got our minutes set. I mean, if we win, we win. We win game 1. What the hell are we doing? I was just going to say if we win, we win. If we lose, that's expected. We do go down 1-1. We lose game 2 in Boston. Going back home. Going to St. Louis, that crowd's got to be rowdy, got to be nasty. We score 88 points. Lose by 40. Maybe winning game 1 was just a little fun showing. No! We win by 7, 130 to 123. We're going to game 5 in Boston. Can we force a game 7? We don't. They put up a $150 on us. We only won 2 games. That's completely fine without Paolo Banchero. Memphis goes on to win the championship. Ja Morant finals MVP. They sweep the Cavs, who have Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell, and Evan Mobley. But it is on to season number 4 for us. I am actually pretty happy with the overall development this team has shown. I don't really think it's our fault that we got injured. Our best player was out, but we made good strides. We had a good fight in that playoff matchup against Boston. Draft lottery time. Mexico City is clearly doing better. Now they end up going up to the 3rd overall pick. So when they were projected to be in the top 4, they always fell out, and now they go from 11 to 3. Is this draft going to be any good? It looks decent overall. Golden State had the number 1 overall pick. We're going to go ahead and take the mullet man, Clyde Snyder, out of Seton Hall. We don't have a lot of players that are leaving. Well, again, one player that we really care about, Kyle Anderson. You can fuck off. Cam Whitmore, 15 mil over 3. Over 3. We'll do that. 14 mil over 3. Gonna save that extra mil because we are gonna go in balls out in free agency. Giannis, Jokic, SGA, Wemby, Brandon Miller, Karl Anthony Towns, DPOY, Asar Thompson, Derek Lively. Oh man, this could be good. We need somebody like Derek Lively clogging up our paint. Gordon Hayward, another development point towards his player morale. Now, if we look at what this team's lineup is sitting, we obviously need a true center. We had nobody really. Paolo Banchero is going to slot back in at the 4. We could really stand to upgrade at the point guard spot. Jalen Suggs could play backup for us. That would probably be better. Cam Whitmore would also be a nice microwave scorer off the bench as opposed to starting for us. Brandon Miller is somebody else I want to offer on. 4 years, 20 mil player option. I don't know if he'll accept it. We can offer more money than everybody else. He's currently got about 10 offers. Wemby goes to the Suns. We get rejected on Brandon Miller, but we do sign Derek Lively and Cam Whitmore, which is actually huge for us. We have a lot of money to spend in the 2nd round now of free agency. Herb Jones does not want a lot of money, maybe 15 mil over 3. Considering the fact we went 2 games above 500, this team should easily be a top 4 team in the East. Here's the lineup for your number 4. Jalen Suggs, VJ Edgecombe, Herb Jones going to slot in at the 3. Paolo, Derek Lively, Ryan Dunn, Cam Whitmore, Andrew Nembhard, Adem Bona, and Jaden Hardy. This team is so defensive oriented. We have a top projected offense and defense. There is no reason this team should finish below 55 games. This team is absolutely stacked. At the All-Star break, we are 43-16, currently the 2nd best team in the East, 3rd best team overall, right behind Cleveland. We have a reserve. It's going to be Paolo Banchero selected to the All-Star game. Just a lot of Cavs on this team, 3 in total, so no room for Derek Lively, although we have another upgrade point. Look at that, Gordon Hayward continuing to develop his head coaching prowess. Bronny James leading the league in assists right now over Luka Doncic for the Golden State Warriors. And moving on to the awards, all defensive first team is as seen. Cade Cunningham makes it. Paolo Banchero makes first team All-NBA. Most improved goes to Zach Edey. Kevin Huerter, 6th man of the year. Kelly Pierce with the Warriors wins Rookie of the Year. Asar goes back-to-back, and Luka with the Cavs wins MVP. So it takes him going all the way from Dallas to Cleveland just to win his first MVP award. And we take on the Pistons as we are just fucking glazing them. Played them twice this year. We beat them both times. We are completely healthy. Pistons are going to be a tough out for sure. They've got a million. They've got 4 20-point per game scores. They win game 1. Clearly, I thought this team was good. The talent overall I thought was very, very impressive. We lose by 7 now. We're going to need to build some sort of super team to really compete with these teams out east because this is the 7th seed and we're down 3-0. Just no faith that we're going to be able to beat this team. We get swept. We got fucking swept in the first round to the Pistons. This team's absolutely insane. The Magic beat the Grizzlies in 7. Neither of those teams made the finals. Who is on the Magic? Oh my God. SGA, Jalen Green, Franz, and Jokic. What the hell is happening? Alperen Sengun off their bench. We're going to need to really kick it into high gear if we're going to have any chance of competing in this current world of the NBA we live in. I mean, we have a really good team, obviously, but at the same time, too, it's just not good enough. We knew that last year would be a good chance for us. This year is going to be our best chance overall. Everybody's under contract. We don't have to worry about paying anybody. Gordon Hayward, we're going to let go of him. That was a fun little time while we had it. Will Hardy is in free agency. Greg Popovich, 79 years old. Just call him up. Hey, coach, I know you're 80. How's 80 mil sound? Oh, yeah. He's coming to St. Louis. We're not bringing in either of our draft picks. Free agency time. We've got the money to spend. Let's go absolutely crazy. Anthony Edwards is here. Devin Booker is here. Couple of former MVPs. How much money can we give Anthony Edwards? 30 mil over 4 the player option. Fuck it. We're doing it. Mexico City offering on Zion. We can't let that happen. We have to be better than them. Stephon Castle. Oh my God. That'd be a great signing. 20 mil over 4. Bring in somebody good, please. Oh my God. We got them. We got them all. Ryan Dunn comes back, Stefan Castle. We used our cap very well, very wisely. We are going to run a 9-man rotation. Stefan Castle at the 1, Ant-Man at the 2, VJ Edgecombe, Paolo Banchero, Derek Lively, all 4.5 or 5-star players. If the NBA wants to be like that, we can play the same game. Herb Jones, Jalen Suggs, Cam Whitmore, Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn's going to play backup small ball 5. And we have the #1 best offense and defense. We should be really good. We should be able to beat any team in the East. We should be able to beat the Pistons. We should be able to beat the Cavaliers. With Luka, I want to see something good. We still finished with less wins than we did last year. How is that even possible? We still finished we're number 3 in the East. Philadelphia with Giannis, Jared McCade, Cade Cunningham, the best two-way team I've ever seen. Tyrese Maxey, 6 points per game. Just not getting utilized off the bench at all. Somehow, someway, Devin Booker on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, God, making me sick to my stomach. At least you can show me something good. Show me how bad. Oh my God, Mexico City was the 11th seed. Cam Johnson off the bench. They did get Zion, Isaiah Collier. A lot of rookies from that 2024 class are starting. 3 of them, in fact. Statistically, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists for Stefan Castle. Ant-Man, 27, 6, and 5. VJ Edgecombe continuing to develop. Paolo Banchero taking a little bit of a back seat as far as the offense is concerned. And then just decent production off the bench, nothing insane. All the NBA first team, a couple of fun new players there. Clutch player of the year goes to Cade. Scoring champ Devin Booker, Malik Monk, 6th man of the year. Asar Thompson just keeps winning defensive player of the year. What is his stats? What are the stats he's putting up to just win 3 times in a row? 2 blocks, 2 steals. I mean, it's as good as that, I guess. Now we take on the Magic. The Magic won the championship last year. It's Jokic and SGA with Franz Wagner, Anthony Black, and Jonathan Kuminga. Game number 1 against Orlando, we win. 14-point game. Anthony Edwards drops 48 in that matchup. Can we get past the first round in year number 5? Game 2 is a loss. It's a 6-point loss. Okay, that's not great for us. I actually want to go out of my way to set the defensive matchups, and I want to make the primary defender. Actually, you know what? No, I don't, because we have a #1 true lockdown player on defense, and we win game 3. Stefan Castle should be able to do his damnedest against SGA. Can we move on to a 3-1 lead? We do indeed. Let's get past this team. Send Jokic into the dust. Please don't make this go on any longer. Thank you. A 1-point win in game 5, and we move on to the second round. Why is that so difficult for us? I have no idea. We take on the Atlanta Hawks, a team that I have not heard from in a while. We beat them 4 times in a row in the regular season. Their team is not that good. They have Salty Aldama starting. We should be able to sweep this team. Should be able to absolutely sweep this team and move on to the next round. We lose game 2 by 194-95. Oh, God. And we lose game 3. Do we have injuries? What's happening? Why is this team falling apart? Game number 4 is a win. Please put that behind us. I guess overall status is a huge issue. Fatigue is really kicking in here. We win game number 5. That's the big telltale sign of who's going to win a series. Mexico City is also in the in the Western Conference Finals. Was that what it was? Oh my God. Mexico City has an insanely not great team, but somehow they're putting up a huge fight. Oh my God. It could have been Mexico City in the Western Conference Finals. Instead, it's going to be OKC versus Minnesota. Also, Anthony Edwards is not going to wear number fucking 39. We're just going to give him number 6 instead. Game number 1. We have beaten this team 1 time in our 4 matchups. We have a slightly better points per game than them in the playoffs. Cade, Jared McCain, Bilal Coulibaly, Giannis, and Wendell Carter Jr. Game number 1 is a 1-point win for your St. Louis Spirits. Game number 2 is a loss by 8. Cade Cunningham, very good performance in that matchup. We are now going to St. Louis for game number 3. Can we get a win? We do not. Oh my God. Please. I want to see this team succeed. Game number 4. It's a 2-2 series. We're going back to Philly. Game number 5. Show me something, win. Oh my God. Let's go. I was going to say show me something big. It's an 11-point win. Game number 6. It's going to be a live sim. We're definitely live simming this matchup. Our team is neck and neck with the Philadelphia 76ers. We're starting to pull away ever so slightly. Closed the quarter out pretty well. It's a 5-point lead through the first half. I love to see that. Anthony Edwards, 36 points in this closeout matchup. We should be able to take care of business. Hopefully get out of here with a win. It's going to be a 122-109 victory. Ant drops 43 points in a closeout matchup, and we are moving on to the NBA Finals to take on either OKC or Minnesota. It's going to be OKC. It's going to be Thunder versus the St. Louis Spirit, and the Thunder have an injury to Robert Williams, a revenge game. So it's Jalen Williams, Nikola Topic, Kaysen Wallace, Lou Dort, and Daniel Gafford. We played them twice in the season. We beat them both times. Game number 1 against the Thunder. We're going to quick sim, and it is going to be a win. A 16-point win led by Stephon Castle, 25-13. A very well-rounded performance from all of our offensive players. Even Derek Lively got in the mix. Game number 2, show me another win. It's going to be a loss. It's a 1-1 series. We are tied up going into OKC. Game number 3 is going to be a win, a 4-point win. Big game. And game number 4, can we go up to a 3-1 lead? Oh my God, St. Louis in their 5th year. Mexico City played well. You know, they almost got to the Western Conference Finals. We, on the other hand, are 1 game away from winning it all. Game number 5 in St. Louis, we are going to live sim for. And if we can win this game, that would be amazing. We wouldn't have to continue on any longer. We're going to be 1 and done after 5 full seasons. We are currently a 4-point lead in the first quarter. We're losing the lead, guys. Maintain some sort of lead. We're 1 for 9 from 3. There's no way we can continue this terrible shooting stretch. Oh my God, this is an absolute low score. This is a real barn burner here. Going into the 4th quarter, up. Now we're down by 2. I'm just going to let the team play out as is. Broadcast angle. Pick and roll at the top of the key. Oh yeah, look at him fighting down low. Can he get inside? VJ Edgecombe with the mid-range jumper, and it's in. Up by 6 points. They kick it down low to Nikola Topic. Spinning around, makes the layup on Derek Lively. 4-point game. 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Offense running through VJ Edgecombe. Pick and roll with Paolo Banchero. Paolo Banchero spinning, shoots the 3, and it's in! An absolute dagger from Paolo Banchero. 7-point lead for the St. Louis Spirits. Nikola Topic fighting down low again, going to kick it outside. They don't have a true number 1 scoring option. The ball's going to rattle in and out. And a defensive rebound for VJ Edgecombe. And the St. Louis Spirits fans are getting on their feet. They are getting loud. Pick and roll again with Paolo Banchero. Anthony Edwards at the top of the key trying to make a move on Nikola Topic. He's just ISOing, and he's going to go inside with a huge hammer. Slamming the hammer down. St. Louis going absolutely bananas. 5 seasons. The fans haven't had to wait long. Spinning inside. Another slam. Another slam. An exclamation point on this finals matchup. And in 5 games, Kaysen Wallace chucks up a 3, defensive rebound. Will we be disrespectful and try to score another time before the clock expires? Oh yeah, just no regard for human life. And just like that, in 5 seasons, the St. Louis Spirits, with Paolo Banchero being your player of the game in 5 games, 5 seasons, 5 games, they get a new team and they don't have to wait long. Look at the crowd going absolutely crazy here. Oh, subscribe to I'm Grego as well while you're at it. And who's going to be the finals MVP? It's going to be Anthony Edwards, averaging 25, 5, and 3 with a steal and a half and block and a half per night. We take care of business out east. We take care of business out west, and we win the championship. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It was so fun to get back into these Hoopland rebuilds because there's been a lot of additions to the game between adding head coaches with a ton of different tendencies and different, attributes. The new lineup feature, being able to have a default and optimized lineup regression. There's so many quality of life features that have been added to this game that make it really fun to do more rebuilds. So if you guys enjoyed these videos, please be sure to leave a like down below and comment what team you want to see next. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.